I need us to feel a certain type of way before we start this particular conversation that will run up until 3 o'clock, and then we'll say our goodbyes. You see, the decision to love someone, it's what a feeling and a decision, but after the feeling comes the decision, and that decision is all encompassing. You know, you would have to be there for the person, fight for the person. What's that song Simi and Chike did together? I'll be soldier for you. I'm getting better in Kung Fu. Yeah, you would have to fight for the person. You have to be there for the person. You would have to be, as for your guy, knight in shining armor. If you're a woman, support system, pillar. Behind every successful man lies a woman, or there's a woman and you happen to be that woman. So you're not just sharing emotions, you're sharing life together, you're doing life together. And at some point you become that person's number one, that person's ride or die. So it begins at the relationship level, and then before you know it, you both decide that this is the person, only this one person, I want to spend the rest of my life with. And then there is a proposal, and then someone says yes. And before you know it, there's a marriage or a wedding plan on ground. And you guys say, I do. And before you know it, 1 year anniversary, 2 years anniversary, 10 years anniversary, 20 years. And then it's a case of till death actually do you part. But what if that one person that you love, or the one that claims to love you, is the same person that is going to be the weapon fashioned against you? If you're lucky, will not prosper. If you're not, prospers. I've read stories of people who claim to love people hurting those same persons. And now it's not just the emotional hurt, physical hurt. I started seeing those stories from Nollywood as a child. Stories about ritual killings. How somebody wants to be with the big boys. How somebody wants to join the billionaires club. And the person goes to meet one of them to say, I want to be like you. Say, I want to be like us. Okay. They take them to one place like that. Before you know it, they are sharing blood. And the next thing, I don't know what they call those people, the head of the cult group says there has to be a sacrifice. You know, some of you that always associate Kanayo with sacrifice, that was where it came from. There has to be a sacrifice. And it has to be that one person you love. The sacrifice has to work. And it can only work if the person being sacrificed is someone you love dearly. So you have to part with something that you love. For some people, it's their mothers. If they are still single, it's their mothers. For some other person, their children. For some other person, their significant other, their wives. And if it's a lady, the husband. And the person will go back and think about it and say, but I love her. How can I give my wife? Why will I give my wife? No, I'm not sure I can do this. Sadly, the person goes back to say, I can't do it. And they say, no, it's too late. You're in. And if you cannot kill the wife by yourself, they will kill your wife for your behalf. And your wife is gone. And they encourage you by saying, you can always get another wife. Come on, you now have money. So with money, you will get any wife you want. If it's the child, this child I love, you can always give birth to another child. And then they take the child. If it's your mother, But you see, as seen in Nollywood, the person's spirit will always come back to hunt them. But this is not Nollywood. Hello, this is reality. Boyfriends killing their girlfriends. Husbands killing their wives. Wives pouring hot water or acid on husbands. Wives dismembering manhoods of their partners or their men for cheating on them. Never heard of a case a woman used her husband for rituals. Now, I came across this story this morning, and I asked myself, how can some people sleep with their two eyes closed, knowing that their partners have such tendencies? But then, in reality, you do not know. You have no clue. It could have been anybody, but you see, you went to bed with this person, and in the middle of the night, the person brings out a knife and tries to pluck out your eyes, or tries to kill you, or tries to harvest your organs, and it is solely for ritual purposes. So walk with me through the story. Tragedy struck at Umueze, Ibeku community, a suburb of Umuahia, Abia State, early on Sunday morning, when a middle-aged man identified as Lawrence Uzo plucked out his wife's eyes for rituals. The victim, who was said to be deep asleep when the incident occurred, is currently hospitalized at the Federal Medical Center, FMC Umuahia. Their landlady, Madam Love Jane Waewu, who was said to have been alerted by the victim's groaning, rushed into the apartment of the tenants to see what it must be. The suspect was said to have used the killer knife on the landlady, but she narrowly escaped. Narrating her ordeals to the wife of the governor, Mrs. Priscilla Oti, who visited the victims Monday at the FMC where they are currently hospitalized, the landlady said she escaped by whiskers. She said that she had rushed in to know why the man's wife was groaning. The man, who pinned her to the floor with a knife in his hand, attempted to cut off her head, but God saved her. The landlady said, about 10 p.m. on Saturday, I heard the man shouting, "Odogu, Odogu, mighty, mighty." I was worried, as I have not heard the man and his wife, Amarachi Lawrence, praying like that. I started praying for them. After that, I couldn't sleep up until about 12 a.m. and was restless. About 1 a.m., the wife, who is a teacher in a private school, started shouting, "Mommy, I have been killed." I opened my door, came out and peeped through the bedroom window and saw the man pressing down on the wife with a knife in his hands. I started pushing on people's gates and calling out to Umueze people, but nobody came out or responded. After all attempts to call neighbors to come and nobody answered me, I went to their parlor door. I started knocking on the door, and suddenly he opened the door while holding the knife and trying to give me cuts at the head. But I defended myself with my hands, and he cut me at the hand and further slashed the knife at my face, but incidentally cut me at the mouth and many of my upper teeth came out. I ran into my house and locked the door while he ran outside, locked our gates and went to a neighbor's house to tell them that he has killed his wife and his landlord's wife. While inside my room, I called my mother and my daughter, who then called the church member and the community vigilance team, who rushed to the neighbor's house and apprehended him. Meanwhile, the governor's wife, who expressed shock over the tragedy, vowed to seek justice for the victims. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the story. It could have been anybody's story. And that is why I'm asking on the sunny side today. Or that is why we are having this conversation, guaranteeing your safety with your partner. How can we guarantee our safety with our partners? The ones that want to poison us, that will give us poison in our food to eat and die. The ones that will want to use sharp objects on us. The ones that will even hire people to kill us. The ones that will tamper with our car brakes and our car systems in such a way that when we drive, it malfunctions and we get involved in an accident. Think of the many ways the one person that you love can possibly harm you. An answer. Is there ever a way to guarantee our safety with our partners? Let's talk. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0037. 0003. Again, 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 030 6416. Again, 0809 030 6416. And X at Nigeria Info PH. Facebook page Nigeria Info 92.3 PH.
Different ideologies.
Hi Muriel, welcome to the sunny side.
Yeah, Denise, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Muriel.
Thank you. Look, Denise, all these scenarios painted, they are sad and true reality. Honestly. Denise, in fact, some marriages is not even about ritual, wanting to use a partner for ritual purpose. It's just about a partner just tired and irritated by his partner. Maybe let me use a scenario. A man is tired and irritated by his wife now. This is a woman that he wants to love, and maybe because he wants something. Do you know that some kind of go about wishing it, even if they can't even do it, just wish that maybe let's just go, let me marry somebody else, or let me better. This man is looking too old, or is always sick, or something. These are sad but realities. But how do we ensure our safety? This is how you can even see the heart of a man or a woman. How do you know? But the signs will always be there. The signs will always there. Sometimes, how will you say you want to divorce or leave the partner because of signs that you're suspecting something?
Yeah, because I've heard somebody tell me that I don't feel safe. Like I come back, I'm coming back home, and there's this feeling I feel that doesn't sit well with me, right? I'm sleeping, and I'm sleeping with one eye closed and one eye open because I'm scared that, who knows, he may carry pillow and press me. Or he may use, I've heard somebody say that they don't feel safe with their partners.
Yes, Denise. And do you know that sometimes when they engage in misunderstanding, when they begin to quarrel, you will see to the tone of the partner or the man. How he has come to save this woman, and he can even try to say, I will kill you. Come on, just die. He just wishes his partner dead. You don't want to see your life. You want to move on. You are just like a storm, just one baby mountain in his front that he just wants to eliminate you so that you can feel like he just believes at your elimination, at your demise. He will see the light. There is a future partner, one thing that is best for him. But then you can't even know. In this scenario, if you leave a partner because you're suspected, or people understand, we do not call you crazy, especially when there are children in the whole marriage. There's a proverb they are giving. They say, it's not because of oil, eat yam. Because of yam, eat oil. In other words, if the man is bad, okay, because of the children, stay. Because of your innocence, you know that at one day, anything can happen. If anything is poison, accidentally, nobody will suspect. It can be just like you say, removing your car brake. You don't in a way. The Bible says the heart of man is very wicked. But if it's a case where you know that your husband is a call who belongs to a secret society, that one, and Denise, that one, don't even secret because you are enjoying the money.
How many wives know that their husband is in a secret society? How many wives?
Many of them know. And they believe that it is going to be maybe other people he will be using, or he will be sacrificing gold and cows. You don't know that one day to get to you. In a scenario like that, if you get to your turn, you are enjoying it, so you pay the price. If it's a case, and the woman can sum up the courage to leave, when she's supposed, because the instinct doesn't lie, Denise. It doesn't lie. Thank you, Denise.
Instinct doesn't lie. It doesn't. Thank you. But what if your instincts were just playing tricks on you, You tell your partner, I don't think I'm feeling safe with you. Oh. What do you mean? I mean, I'm your husband. I'm your wife. Why would you say you don't feel safe with me? I mean, I'm the one person you're supposed to feel safe with. If you don't feel safe, but come to my house. I'm not coming. Let me come and see you. I can't see you. Where? Yeah, you're not coming home. I'll come. Why aren't you home yet? You won't understand. I'll get back. I'm coming. And it is solely because of how you are feeling. Are those feelings usually valid? What if it's a manipulation? What if it is not something that they intended on their own? They did them like this. They blow them breeze. Or they blew powder. And then they started behaving like that. Victor from Mile 3. Welcome, Victor. Good afternoon, Victor.
Yeah. Is there a kind of can prevent the mother from killing him or her? Hello?
I'm with you. What did you say?
Is there
Hello, Victor. Your line is breaking. What's going on, Victor?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
I'm asking, what I'm asking is that a child of 0 to 2 can stop or prevent the mother from killing them.
No, I don't think so.
Good. That is how difficult it is to prevent your spouse from killing you. See, the thing about marriage, like some marriage counselors will say, the likes of Wisdom Osiri and the likes of Kenya Jibade, shout out to them. Your partner is your life. So whenever you want to make such decisions, just know that you are choosing between being alive or being in the grave. So many things that doesn't matter to us when we are choosing partners are very, very important. You see somebody who is very abusive, somebody who is telling others, I will show you, somebody whose life has been on threatening people. Because of material things, you settle down with them. And even during the course of the relationship, you are beginning to see manifestations of such attitude, irrespective of what the person is offering to you. My dear, to be alive is better than for somebody to say RIP. There is room for separation to save your life, but no, we will not. I know somebody who said, who am I going to leave all this wealth for? No matter how the man boxed my eye, I will remain there. If I go, another woman will replace me. You are just
Victor, the instances you have given, it makes it obvious. When something happens to this person, you know who to hold responsible. Permit me from putting you, forgive me if it seems like are you married?
I'm not married. I'm single.
Okay. So let's assume you're married and you have been living in peace and harmony. There's something called a blissful marriage. You've been experiencing bliss in your marriage. You call out in the morning, your wife will hug you and kiss you goodbye, have a blessed day, bless you, anoint you. While she's at work, you're at work, you both are speaking, how is work going? You can't wait to come back home to her because she's waiting. She has made dinner. She'll hug you again, welcome you, kiss you. You guys will do what married people usually do. No problems, no fighting, no quarrel. If they tell you that same person will one day poison your food, I'm sure it will be difficult for you to believe, right?
Exactly.
It's the same case with this woman. According to the landlady's testament, they have been living peacefully. They have been living in harmony. So, at what point did he cook up the idea that plucking out her eyes, someone that he's meant to protect, somebody that if somebody wants to come and put hand in the eye, he will give the person tawai. He's the one that will now use knife to pluck out. So there are times when you know that danger is obvious, and if you continue to stay there, you go take your head, carry him, as our elders say. There are other times when you cannot even smell the danger.
Didi, that was why I started by saying that it is very difficult to actually, for a toddler to determine or not if mom can actually hurt them. But however, in this our own case, there is no way a man will think of carrying out such activity that if you actually do your own job, you will not have a hint. See, majority of men who are into rituals, you the woman or the spouse, are you not asking of their source of wealth?
These people don't look wealthy to me. Maybe this was the first attempt, because they are tenants now.
Okay, fine.
They are tenants.
There's no way you will not hear one or two comments from that man as regards money. You will know his ideology as regards wealth. You will hear it. He can't hide everything. Even though I'm not ruling out the fact that one can actually, fall into such temptation. But let us do our best.
Okay. Oof. Can you tell? I mean, thinking about it, I'm going to be very practical. Left my husband in the house this morning. Does he know, or does he think I'm planning evil against him? What are the odds? What are the chances that on my way home I branch somewhere and meet one Baba? Baba will not give me something. Maybe it's not inside his food. Maybe Baba will say put it inside his water when he wants to have his bath. And something will happen in the bathroom. Or Baba will say, do like this. Or I tamper with his brakes. Because I want him dead. So deep down, that's what I desire. But I cannot come outside and start acting like I want him dead so that he will not suspect me. And say, this woman is after my life. This woman wants to kill me. And so that he will now go and call all his relatives and say, hey, if anything happens to me, hold my wife. The way she has been behaving lately, what she has been saying to me lately, I'm sure that she's planning something. And then when it eventually happens, say, our brother been talking more, joy, and they start to cry. I won't say it. When it happens, I'm not usually the first suspect, especially if I don't get caught. Some people have died untimely deaths, and truth be told, the way they died, it was not suspicious. So you wouldn't have known it was the woman or man in their lives. Until maybe one of the family members says, I don't think this death is ordinary. Somebody now goes to one place where they see a vision or something just happens. And it is now revealed. In that case, there is no prevention. It has happened. And it is after it had happened, they discovered. Just like this lady. Maybe she will survive it. Maybe she won't. But how do you guarantee your safety? Beyond asking questions like, babe, do you love me? Do you really love me? Babe, would you fight for me? Babe, would you let any harm come to me? Have you ever asked yourself, or maybe that babe, do you think you are capable of inflicting harm on me? Should I start taking some taekwondo lessons? Should I start sleeping like this? One eye open, one eye closed. Babe, by your eye closed, and I'm guaranteeing my safety around you. I don't know if you are plotting any evil against me. So for the young girls who had gone to see their boyfriends, did they ever for once imagine that this their boyfriends they had gone to visit will harm them? Think about it. What are the odds? What are the possibilities that you can actually guarantee your safety when you're in the arms of your partner, when you are with a partner, when you're with someone who is supposed to love you, care for you, and protect you? 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Again, 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. We have the WhatsApp and Telegram number again. The WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809-030-6416. Once again, 0809-030-6416. If you are still unable to get through to us via the phone lines, send us a message on WhatsApp. We'll gladly read them. Watch us live on Facebook page, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, and on X at Nigeria Info PH. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you and welcome. Go ahead. Hello, good afternoon. I can hear you. Go ahead. Anybody home? I can barely hear you. I'd like for you to speak up, please. Your voice is very faint. Check your phone volume. If you need to put it on loud. Check your phone volume because you sounded better some seconds back. Hello? Okay, let's assume it's the network. Why don't we try 0817-923-0009. Let's try that one and see if it's a lot better. 080, I beg your pardon, 0817-923-0009. Once again, 0817-923-0009. If you're just joining us, welcome to the sunny side. I'm asking, how can we guarantee our safety with our partners? I told you about a man who plucked out his wife's eyes for rituals.
It's Simeon. I'm calling from Europe.
Simeon, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. In respect of what we are discussing, this underscore why we should have a personal relationship with God in anything we do, especially in marriage. You know, whosoever you want to marry, it is very important that you pray. You know, God will reveal some things about that person. If that person will endanger your life in the future, God will show you to you. Because marriage is very important. It's not something you just dabble into anyhow. It's something that you have to follow it spiritually. You understand? And God will direct you.
Okay, follow it spiritually. Pray to God about your partner, and God will direct you. What if it's all part of the plan? That at some point, just maybe. What if it was part of the plan? Nigerian Info, good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Afternoon. Please speak up my name.
Welcome. I am so sorry about that. I don't know what's wrong with the network today. I wish there was something we could do about the network. However, Nigerian Info, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Welcome.
I'm Tinubu, calling from Amirange.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Okay, my own observation and my advice to them, like those girls, they don't normally ask questions when they meet a guy. You just meet a guy because the guy has money. You just accept. You know even what is he now? What is this guy? What?
Again, network did it. Not me. Call back. I'm eager to hear your take on the said matter. So, if I understand him correctly, we're talking about the girls not asking questions. Sometimes the guy doesn't have money. So, it's not like they went because of money. Nigerian Info, good afternoon. Turn off your radio set, please. I'm with you. Welcome. Turn off your radio set.
Okay. I want to speak on this issue.
Go ahead.
Are you hear me? Okay. No, when we talk about love, love is something that you imagine how it will happen. It's all about our innermost mind towards man and a woman. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you.
All right. So now, and in this world, like the way the world is now, anybody who wants to marry shouldn't brought love inside. As in, you love somebody, you bring your mind to deposit upon the person. At least one should be self-control, like a self-guidance between your partner. You don't just give all of your mind to the person thinking that nothing can happen. Anything can happen at any time. So everybody on earth should be careful of he or her partner. That is just that. So this issue of ritualism is something that man can just decide every day to do. It doesn't come from origin. It's something that a friend can lead you to. So it doesn't need a spiritual thing. It is something that can occur anytime. God can push you to do it, or your condition can push you to do that. So at that instant, your wife might not know. The person you marry cannot know. It is something that just develop instantly at a series of time. So by then, your wife can fall into everything. But at the stage whereby the wife is conscious of herself, to know that anything can happen at any time, then you have to take a measure of how you follow your partner. Sense out if there is anything wrong within his thinking, or get something from him. So be careful of how you follow your partner. That's just all I want to say there.
All right, thank you for saying all that you have to say.
Am I on to Nigeria Info?
Yes, this is Nigeria Info FM. Welcome.
Hello?
This is Nigeria Info FM. You're welcome.
Okay, Dennis, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Okay. I'm Samuel. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Samuel, welcome. Go ahead.
This issue on ground now, it has been happening because of the way Nigerians want to make it with all means. How can you tell me that somebody will do that kind of thing to his wife, the person that you know that you loved, and you spend their money to marry? You have the mind to use knife. No. This kind of story, when I heard it, I was very, very bitter. Please, Nigerians, they should have a change of mind. It's too bad. Too bad.
So how can you ensure your safety with your wife? How can you ensure your safety with your wife? What if it is not the husband? What if it is your wife that is planning evil against you?
It is the same thing applicable to women now. The same thing is also applicable to women because of everybody want to make it your means. Somebody don't want to suffer. Particularly women, they like already made.
My question
they will not come to us. They will like people that are using traffic cars.
My question is, how can we guarantee our safety with our partners? What if the person wants to kill you not because of money, but the person just wants you out of the way?
Wait, let me tell you. All these things we are saying is concerned about money. Women, they are too long at rate of money. They like already made. They don't want to go to a place that they will suffer. That's why you see all these things are happening.
All right, thank you. Thank you. But I've seen women who have been with men who did not have any say. They both grew together. They both planted together. They watered together. They nurtured together. They did the weeding together and everything. And then the men still went ahead to harm them. So when you say it's because of money. Nigerian, for good afternoon to you and welcome. Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, I think one last call and that will be all. Nigerian, for good
calling you for the bus.
Welcome, go ahead.
Yeah, some of these things happen as a result of marrying out of favor.
0009.
Sometimes we choose
If you're just joining us, welcome.
based on favor. We should try to differentiate when somebody actually loves us and when the person is showing us favor. Some people will say, I'll marry you. Right in their mind, they are feeling that they are doing you favor for marrying you. And with first marriage, you have this kind of experiences. So I'm advising people to look strictly and try to know who really loves them before going into marriage, and not somebody that will by showing them favor in the name of marriage.
All right. Showing them favor. How do you know? Nigerian for good afternoon. Network did us really bad. But so everyone who was still able to get through to us, thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of this conversation. Thank you. Nigerian for good afternoon to you and welcome.
Hello.
I'm with you.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
My name is Michael. I'm calling from LL.
Michael from LL. You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay, my own advice is this. The work we are in now, things are really falling apart. So I will advise on the partners there should be a dialogue all the time on the challenges facing the families. Because based on the story you told us, we discovered that some people they are going into ritual just because of circumstances. And once they get into it, they have options. And if they could not meet up with the options they gave them, it will take their life. So they have no any other thing to do than to go ahead to do what they were asked to do, even if they love their wife. So to guarantee the safety, they have to join together and also share their problems. Whenever maybe the woman discovers that the man is down spiritually or is having one problem that is facing, they should counsel the man, encourage the man, and they should also pray together. I think that will help to guarantee the safety of the partner.
Counsel the man.
That is my own advice.
Encourage the man and pray together. Thank you. Nigerian for good afternoon. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very clearly. I can hear you.
Your line is very low, if I'm being honest. Very low.
Okay.
How about you send a WhatsApp message? Will that work? Nigerian for good afternoon.
Hello?
Turn off your radio set.
Are you hearing me now?
Yes, I'm with you. Go ahead.
Okay. This issue on ground now, the problem is just that our women is actually the problem, or is actually the problem issue. They are the problem because a girl or a woman will want to do something with an already made man.
Why is everybody sharing that narrative? I mean, hold on. I'm a woman and I've heard this several times. And I know that is not true because I know several other women like myself who are not looking out for ready-made men.
That is what is happening in Nigeria nowadays because girls
No, because hold on, you guys are shifting the narrative now to only the men that are harming women. What about the women that are harming men? These people do not look like they are ready-made people. These people look poor. And I'm sure the woman was comfortable with the way they were. Maybe it's the man now that says he wants to make money and decided to use her eyes for rituals.
Even women too, they also want to make money and they can also use the men for rituals.
All right.
You see? So it's kind of, if you want to emphasize on that, it's kind of the same thing.
All right. People they are killing their family members and it's not even about rituals. There are things you can avoid from your partner, but this very case among partners is hard to know. It is only God that can save the victim. I don't fail to pray this prayer every day. Oh my God, I trust in you. Let me not be ashamed. Let all my enemies triumph over me. Psalm 25 verse 2. George from Omok. Theophilus from Rukwaku is our final caller. Welcome, Theophilus. Go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My opinion on this matter is the foundation of the relationship is key. Just like one of your callers was saying, that people go into marriage for ulterior motives, probably money, position, or whatever, not really love. So the commitment is not as strong as it should be. It's like when Jesus Christ said a house built on sand. When the storms come, it will crumble. Before a relationship gets to a situation where somebody wants to get rid of the other person, it's most likely something has gone wrong in the relationship. And it is when both parties do not have the right foundation that such things occur. That's my own understanding of situations where the partner will want to get rid of the other.
All right. Thank you, Theophilus. Final message. GD, you say you've not seen or heard of women being asked to use their husband for rituals? I laugh because them they, and not a few for that matter. It's just a lot of women don't talk. Do you expect women who have journeyed to come out and say? Or is it from the ones who didn't agree to it that no, they'll sound crazy because they can't prove you can't prove it, you want to hear? Some years ago, a juicy work opportunity was taken from me and I knew it wasn't ordinary, but what could I do? A year later, someone called me and basically told me the reason I was even considered for that opportunity in the first place was that a mistake had been made. Someone hadn't done their due diligence properly, so because of the way I dress, talk, and the fact that I'm not religious, they had made certain assumptions about my character. But they had gone somewhere spiritual and found out that I wouldn't sacrifice my husband for success. So I had to be fired. I was like, which husband? The person laughed and asked me, do you think everyone is like those in real life and on social media that think you're single? Just know there are people watching you who know you're married, who you are married to. What you will not agree to do to him, and no matter how talented you are, your portfolio will go straight into the bin when it gets to certain tables. My husband isn't the only person I've dated in life, but he's the only one I've ever truly loved. He has also treated me with kindness, honor, and love and intentionality from the start. Plus, I got a measure of success and was making my own money on my own long before I was noticed by whoever was looking for a ritual candidate. So there's no way I found I would sacrifice a human being for the promise of success. I had to think long and hard before telling my husband what transpired because I didn't want him to be scared unnecessarily. But yes, women do get approached with offers from hell. Anonymous, send that in. Good day, presenter. As for me, I'll link everything on our bad leaders we have, and another is that two things involved in a partner taking the life of his or her half partner. Popular demand from one side of the partner, friends growing above one half of a partner, and that put depression on him or her. Honestly, there's a pressure on that side that leads to that. Najee, comedian from Eneka. Thank you for being a part of this conversation. From all we have said, it's almost impossible to determine that danger is coming and where the danger is coming from. Some people say pray. Some people say it's the foundation. Some people say the women are looking for money too much and all of that. In all, let's pray not to end up with a weapon fashioned against us. And even if we end up with them, let us pray that they should not prosper. My name is Denise Daniswallow. Up next is Rivers Today, and thereafter Hard Facts with Constance Mega. Do enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. I'll be back here on Thursday on the sunny side. Adios.